of Mexico. Just things for people to keep in mind throughout the rest of this weekend if they are going to go to the beach, right?
Yeah, we've had some weather impact alerts out for those rip current risks over the past couple of days, thanks to Helene making its way up through the Gulf of Mexico. Even though it's on the entire other side of the Gulf, it still sends those longer wave periods over to us here in the coastal belt. You know, our waves right now don't look all too bad from our Lex Cam. The water actually looks pretty calm, and that is actually going to continue to be the case for the next few days. We have some pretty low wave heights, but that wave period, like we talked about, is still going to remain on the higher side. 75 right now with clear skies, and here's that wave forecast that I was just mentioning. You can see the wave heights 0 to 1 or 2 feet, so nearly flat, but we still have those increased wave periods through at least tomorrow, so we're still going to carry that higher rip current risk. But heading into later this week, as we see a disturbance try to form later in the week and then move somehow through the Gulf of Mexico, details are still blurry on that, we could see another round of higher rip current risks heading into next weekend. Right now, the remnants of Helene are still over this Kentucky, Tennessee area. It's kind of made its post-tropical transition, if you will. Basically, it's got all these fronts attached to it now, and it's not a tropical system by itself. It's dumped a lot of rain over this area, leading to catastrophic flooding in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, all of these areas. Some places recording over 25 inches of rain, so some pretty devastating rainfall for them. Thankfully, we have been on the backside of this system, bringing drier air into the coastal bend, and with that, lots of sunshine and hot afternoons. Thankfully, it's not hot and humid, but dry air can heat up really quickly, so that's why we're still seeing afternoons in those middle to upper 90s. We're going to continue to see this dry air funneling down here on the back side of those remnants of Helene, as well as on the front side of high pressure building over the four corners. So that continues to bring drier air, lots of sunshine through the first part of the week. But once we head into about Thursday, Friday, that's when we could start to see tropical moisture moving on shore and into the coastal bend. That's going to be courtesy of this area of interest with a 50% chance of development. We'll check in on that one in just a second. The rest of the tropics, we've got Hurricane Isaac not bothering anyone. Tropical Storm Joyce also not bothering anyone. And then Invest 90L has a 70% chance of development over the next week. We're not concerned about that. What we are watching, though, is this area of interest right here in the Caribbean and up into the Gulf. As a matter of fact, a very similar area to where Hurricane Helene formed and moved into the Big Bend of Florida. So a lot of uncertainty still with this. We don't even have a system developed yet, so there's a wide range of possibilities. If this system were to get pushed over into Mexico, kind of a similar path to Alberto earlier this year, we'd see a lot more rain and a lot more moisture in the coastal bend. But if it were to get sucked up this way, like Debbie, Helene, those hurricanes, we'd see drier air here in Corpus Christi like we did with this past system. So right now, clear, calm, 69 for our low temperature tonight. A lot of humidity, or a lot of sun and low humidity, I should say, for tomorrow. 96 degrees for that high. Heading over the next couple of days, we stay in those mid 90s, but once we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going down into the lower 90s. And then for the blitz on Friday, Brandon, we have a little bit of a rain chance, so keep that in mind.
All right, thank you very much. See, we've got a nice little forecast for our football, and we're not even in the new week yet. So hopefully we'll stay dry, right? Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it.